Let us consider one example, the two conditions when the ray of light is traveling from rarer to denser medium, and in another case denser to rarer medium. What happens? A surface is there. Let us say this is the rarer medium and this is the denser medium. A ray of light is coming from rarer medium and striking the surface. At the surface there is a normal. Some partial light is reflected also. We will not consider that one because we are understanding the refraction part now. So some of the light gets reflected and some of the light gets refracted. So this is a normal. This angle will be angle of incidence. Let us say it is striking the surface with an angle of incidence, angle I. Okay, this should be the original path. This should be the original path, means this angle should be the angle of in what happens in when the ray of light is traveling from rarer to denser medium, the ray of light gets shifted towards the normal, and this ray of light is called refracted ray. This ray of light is called refracted ray, and the angle that the refracted ray is making with the normal is called angle of refraction. Here angle R is equal to angle of refraction, and the angle the refracted ray that is making with the original path, this is called as deviation, angle of deviation. So here we can write, see, in maths we have read according to vertical opposite angle. See, angle I will be equal to angle R plus deviation angle of deviation. So here we can write what is deviation. We can write that is angle I minus angle of refraction. This is the deviation. So when a ray of light is traveling from rarer to denser medium, what happens? The refracted ray gets shifted towards the normal. When rarer to denser, when the light is traveling from rarer to denser. Second condition, let us see. Second condition, we will compare it. When the ray of light is traveling from denser to rarer medium, what happens in this condition? A ray of light is coming, a normal is there. This is angle of incidence, that is the incident ray is making with the normal. Some of the light ray is getting reflected and some of the light ray is getting refracted. We will consider the refracted ray. What happens when a ray of light is traveling from denser to rarer medium? This is the original path. The refracted ray gets deviated from the normal, gets deviated away from the normal. You can write here away from normal. This is the main difference. Towards normal when rarer to denser, away from normal when it is denser to rarer. In this condition, what will be the angle of deviation? The angle between the refracted ray, that is this one, refracted ray, and the original path, that is angle R. This will be deviation. And what will be the refraction? This angle will be the angle of refraction. So here we can write see here angle I is equal to, this is the complete angle refraction of angle. So angle of reflection minus this, then only vertical opposite angle will be satisfied. So angle I is equal to deviation angle minus angle of refraction. So here deviation will be equal to I will be equal to, see here angle of refraction is more, so angle of refraction minus deviation. So deviation will be equal to angle of refraction minus angle of incidence. See, both the thing together. When the ray of light is traveling from rarer to denser towards the normal, the bending of the refracted ray is towards the normal, and when it is traveling from denser to rarer, away from the normal. Okay, here deviation angle is I minus R, here deviation is R minus I, because angle of refraction is more than the angle of incidence here. So what happens when a ray of light is traveling at a normal 90 degree? In this type condition, angle I is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so it is traveling on the normal, so the angle of incidence is 0 degree here. It is not 90 degree. Angle of incidence is 0 degree. So the angle of reflection will be also 0 degree refraction. So it will be passing through the another medium undeviated. Angle R will be equal to 0. So undeviated. Light passes undeviated. causes of refraction of light? See, the speed of the light in air or the vacuum, that is the main thing that is causing refraction. What is the speed of light in air or vacuum? That is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. In water and in glass, what happens? The speed decreases because the speed of light in the water is 2.25, okay, into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and speed of light in the glass is 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, the speed of the light changes. Let us continue. Snell's law. What is Snell's law? That is the refraction law. We can say refraction law. The angle of incidence, that is incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal lie on the same plane at the point of incidence. This is the same as in the reflection law, first law. The angle of the incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal will lie on the same plane of the incidence. Second point, sine of angle of I incidence by sine of angle of refraction is constant, and this constant is called as refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. It is written in this way. So what is Snell's law? You can say first law is same, that angle of incident and ray and normal lie on the same plane. Second point, ratio of angle of incidence and the ratio of angle of refraction is a constant value. Okay, and this constant value is called as the refractive index of the medium. So you can write it in this way also. Sine of angle of I by sine of angle of R is refractive index. Refractive index, and the symbol is like this, mu 1 and 2. It is said that the refractive index of medium 2, it is the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. And the note, you can write a note that refractive index of air is 1. Refractive index of air is 1. So example, when a ray of light is traveling from air to water. See, this is the medium and this is the surface of the medium. This is air and this is water. So a ray of light is traveling from this air to water medium. Air is less dense than the water, so this will be the rarer medium, this will be the denser medium. ये रेयर होगा, ये डेंसर, ज़्यादा डेंस होगा एयर से. सो जब कोई रे ऑफ लाइट रेयरर टू डेंसर जाता है तो क्या होता है? तो रिफ्रैक्टेड रे टेंड्स टू मूव टुवर्ड्स नॉर्मल. तो यहाँ पर क्या होगा? ये हमारा नॉर्मल है, तो जो ओरिजिनल पाथ था, ये ओरिजिनल पाथ है, तो टेंड्स टू मूव टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल, तो ये नॉर्मल की तरफ मुड़ जाएगा. दिस विल बी द एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस एंड दिस विल बी द एंगल ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन. ओके, तो म्यू ऑफ ए डब्ल्यू, म्यू ऑफ ए डब्ल्यू क्या लिख सकते हैं हम लोग? दैट इज साइन I by sin R. This is according to the Snell's law. Okay, this is according to Snell's law. Now let us consider one more example. A ray of light is traveling from water to glass. Okay, again this is less dense than the glass. Glass is more denser, so this will be the rarer medium, this will be the denser medium. ये rare होगा, ये dense होगा, so this will be the normal. So light should travel in this path, so it will tends to move towards the normal. नॉर्मल की तरफ शिफ्ट होगा थोड़ा. सो दिस इज द एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस, दिस इज द एंगल ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन. सो म्यू ऑफ जी ग्लास विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू वाटर, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू साइन आई बाय साइन आर. यहाँ पे म्यू ऑफ वाटर विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू एयर, दैट इज साइन आई बाय साइन आर. म्यू ऑफ जी विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू वाटर, दैट इज साइन आई बाय साइन आर. Now the speed of the light in the air or vacuum is considered c, that is maximum, that is 3 into 10 to the power, that is speed of light in air or vacuum, that is c, that is considered 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, when a ray of light, कोई भी ray of light air से कोई भी any medium, यहाँ पर अब हम क्या hypothetically ले रहे हैं, any medium with respect to air, that is refractive index or mu of any medium, I am writing m. Okay, refractive index of any medium with respect to air. Okay, a ray of light is coming, normal is there, the speed of the refractive index of any medium with respect to air, it can be written in the form of speed of light, because see, speed of light in air is maximum. In air, speed of light is maximum. Okay, the speed of the light in any medium will be less than this one, so it can also be expressed in the form of like refractive index of any medium with respect to air, that is speed of light in air, speed of light in air by speed of light in that medium, Okay, so let this be c, that is maximum, let this be v, so it can be written as refractive index of any medium with respect to air can also be expressed in the terms of speed of light, that is c by v, speed of light in that particular medium. So this is also an expression. Let us see. When refractive index of any medium is expressed in terms of air, it is called as absolute refractive index. जब भी कोई रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स, किसी भी रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स एयर के टर्म्स में बताया जाए, एयर के टर्म्स में बताया जाए, तो उसे क्या कहते हैं हम लोग? रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. ओके, लेट अस कंसिडर वाटर एंड ग्लास विथ सेम थ्योरी. वाटर एंड ग्लास. So a ray of light is traveling from water and it is coming through glass, refracted in glass. Speed of light in water, let it be v of w, speed of water. Speed of light in water, and speed of light in glass, let it be g. So in terms of light, speed of light, we can write mu of g, means refractive index of glass with respect to water can be expressed in the terms of speed of light, that is speed of light in water by speed of light in glass. So speed of light in water is vw and speed of light in glass is vg. So it can be written as mu of g is equal to v of w by v of g, that is refractive index of glass with respect to water is equal to velocity of light in water by velocity of light in glass. Okay, so we multiply by speed of light in both the sides, multiply and divide by speed of light. Okay, this expression will not change. So now what happens? Let us do it. So let us derive that. Refractive index of glass with respect to water, that is equal to speed of light in water by speed of light in glass. Let us write this one. So the speed of light in water by speed of light in glass, this is refractive index of glass with respect to water. So we are multiplying by c on both the sides. See, what is c? C is the speed of light in air, okay. So we are multiplying and dividing by the same quantity, so the expression will not change. ये कुछ change नहीं आएगा इसमें. Now what we are doing? Refractive index of glass with respect to water is equal to, we are just expressing this one now, c by vg into vw by c. Okay, speed of light in air by speed of light in glass into speed of light in water by speed of light in air. So it can also be written as c by vg divided by, when this sign changes we reciprocate, so it will be c by vw. Now see, again that expression comes, refractive absolute refractive index, that refractive index of any medium can be expressed in terms of air, in terms of speed of light. So speed of light in air by speed of light in glass, this can be written as refractive index of glass with respect to air divided by, this can be written as 1 by, because c will be down, so 1 by refractive index of water with respect to air. This is refractive index of glass with respect to water. So refractive index of glass with respect to water, this will be equal to refractive index of glass with respect to air by refractive index of water with respect to air. This is an expression. This is important. So in general, it can be written as, if a medium is there, or light is traveling from one medium to another medium, that is, let us say this is 1, this is medium 2. So it can be written as refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1 is equal to sine I by sine R by Snell's law. And this can also be written as refractive index of 2 with respect to 1 is equal to, with this condition, with this formula also. So refractive index of 2 with respect to air by refractive index of 1 with respect to air.